come through the tunnel, as to say.
Well,
even though you're still going through,
I mean, for most of my life, I couldn't even think about what I've been through because it was so disturbing and hurtful, right?
Yeah.
So even though I've been writing my life story for 14 years, I've been doing it myself. That's why it's so slow.
Yeah.
You know, I had to stop writing my life story at the moment because every page is hurtful.
Yeah.
And I've got to bring up that. And I don't want to feel sad all day because it makes me feel so sad. So I've had to give myself a break from that. But telling my story, well, to be honest with you, again, right? I think I always knew I was supposed to tell my story because when I was younger, I thought myself, I'm supposed to tell this story. Yeah. But I don't want to, you know? Yeah. So I think, you know, I'm supposed to be in the position I'm in now. Okay. I'm supposed to be here. Everything is supposed to, because why else would, you know, someone go through that kind of adversity? You know, we all go through adversity, but so young, you know, so profound, so strong from every angle. Gosh. The lessons I've learned, 10 people would not learn in a lifetime, you know? And this is why, for me, I mean, in love, for instance, right, you know, am I looking for love?
Are you looking for love?
Am I looking for love? I've always been looking for love. Yeah. If it comes from...
Well, relationship love, are you looking for that?
If the right person, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. If the right person come along, you know, if...
yeah, but they will. No, it's not if, they will.
Well, you know...
It depends what you're looking for, like you said.
Yeah. If the right person comes along, I'm open to any possibility. Yeah. You know, I would love to have a boyfriend. I would love it very much. But at the same time...
what type? What's your type, Peter? What is your type?
Well, my type is...
Describe me your type.
My type is someone very... open, someone very honest with their feelings, someone sweet, very sweet. I like sweet men, you know. Yeah, I'm a sweetheart. Why wouldn't you want someone to say sweet things?
Of course.
I don't understand when people say, "Oh, I don't want that," you know. So yeah, I mean, you know, I like to say to, like, Perry, for instance. I have a nickname for him. I call him Fatty Boom Boom. I say, "How you doing, Fatty Boom Boom?" Or
like the song,
"Sweetie Pie, Sugar Baby Love." You know? So it's being silly, but it's sweetness at the same time. You know, it's said in a nice way. So I look for sweetness. Yeah. I look for niceness. I look for kindness. I look for someone open and honest, you know. And in looks, yes. Looks.
Does the looks change as you get older? What you want, or is it the same? What you had back in your 20s, or
no? Because I'm 60 odd now, so I don't want someone who's like 20, you know. Okay. No, I don't want someone who's 25. I don't mind 30 because even though I'm 60, I look good and for my age, and I'm still very young. So from 30 upwards. But looks, well, that's nice looking. They don't have to be great looking. I'm not great looking. You know, I've gone past my, you know, so I'm not looking for Mr. Wonderful. Okay. But somebody
that's
nice.
appealing to the eye.
Yeah, somebody appealing, you know, and as I say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, you know, someone who's pleasant, but they must look after themselves. They have to train. No, you have to train.
Okay, so that's one of your
when you take your clothes off, I want to be sexually attracted to what I see. Okay. There's no point if you're a sweetheart and when you take you off, there's nothing happening. I said, what happened? You know, because look, I don't see anything. What happened? You know what I mean? I want to say, what? That's for me. Jesus Christ, come on. You know what I mean? So it's important to be turned on physically as well as mentally. But I do get turned on mentally. Stimulation from the mental. And then when we get the dress, I get everything, you know, an extra, you know. So, but I'm very affectionate. I love the kissing. I love the touching.
Do you like holding hands?
Oh,
you holding hands?
I haven't done it. I remember I did it. I haven't done it much. I did it with Perry a few times, but I was in Amsterdam and badly in love with this guy. We were walking home from a nightclub, and I said, "Let me hold your hand." And he was walking down, and I was holding his hand. I must have been about 34, and I thought, so nice. Finally, a dream come true. I'm holding someone's hand, and we're walking down, and two guys walk past us, and as they get about 100 meters, "You queer F's, you queer this," you know, and I was with my man there, and I would have, but I couldn't. If I wasn't with him, if he'd said that to me on my own, I would have turned around and gone up there and smashed them both up, right?
And this was in holiday. Now holiday's very open.
No, but it can happen. No, it can happen today. No. See what people don't understand. Again, I hear this all the time.
Yeah, I'm shocked with it.
Nobody must ever be shocked because it can happen anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter because it's the type of person that was in that area at the time. Okay. So it can happen anywhere. When people say, "Oh, I'm surprised," why are you surprised? I mean, it's a human being who was on holiday, two English guys. They went to Amsterdam, and boom, you know. So I get it, why? But what I'm saying is, because I was with him, I carried on walking. But my reaction would have been, if I was with him, I would have turned around, went up and gave them a good thrashing, and most probably chucked them over the bridge of the water, because there's only the canal there, chucked them over the canal. And then I would have really enjoyed doing it, because I want them to know that all gay people are not victims.
Yeah.
Are not a victim. And that's what happened again. You know, when I used to work in some of the clubs, I remember one guy in one of the clubs, he come up to me and said, "Be careful." I said, "What do you mean, be careful? Be careful for what?" Said,
and that's over here.
Yeah. I mean, he said, "Be careful." I said, "Be careful for what?" "There's a lot of gay guys around here." I went, "And?" He said, "I noticed them everywhere." I said, "Yeah, and what's the problem?" He said, "Well, they want a bit." I said, "They want a bit of what?" "They want a bit." I said, "Listen, mate." I said, "Stop being silly." "What do you mean?" I said, "I am gay."
Yeah.
And he looked at me, and he you know,
yeah,
there's not much you could say. So, and I said, "Be on your way," you know. So, yeah, I used to like telling straight guys I was gay, you know, because they need to know that we come in all shapes and sizes. And when they see me, you know, I used to be in a gay bar, if I was in France or wherever I was, get to the front door, security said to me, "It's a gay bar, mate." And I say, "Yeah, and?" Because I look more manly than them, they couldn't work it out, you see? So no, it was fun. I love that. So I would like to find love.
You would love to.
But I'm not kind of searching for it. If it comes along, it comes along.
Okay.
You know?
And would you like to get married? That's what I want to know.
Well, I promised Perry I would marry him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know,
okay.
I would marry Perry. But
I'm coming to that wedding.
Oh no, you're invited.
I'm coming.
No, listen, I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you know, only if we can like get a thing together. We need to get our shit together. You know.
Okay.
He's all over the place. I'm a bit all over the place. You know.
And once you get that,
if we could ever get our thing together, but my biggest dream with Perry is he's got a bit of land, right? His parents. It's only about half. It's big, but not that big.
Yeah.
An acre, not even an acre, maybe half an acre, right? But it's tucked away in a really nice place up north of Norway, up north, and it's beautiful. And at the end of it, it's a beautiful lake. Anyway, we go there quite often, and there's no electricity, but there's 2 huts on there. But they're old now, and they're just about to fall. Now, our biggest dream is to rebuild them, in the old style again. But it's getting the money. That's why the book for me is so important, because hopefully it will do well and get some money to get that. But that's our biggest dream. Just me and him, that bit of land. We've got the lake, we've got the small little boat. When we're together, because I like the fact that Perry has been there for all my shit. Yeah. For everything. So he knows the tone, he knows the look. So he knows me 100%, and he's been there for everything. So I like people who really know me. Yeah. Because I feel comfortable with them.
The fact that you've said that you'd marry him, that is a positive. Yeah.
Well, and I said to him as well, many, many years ago, I said, we're going to grow old together. Yeah. I'm going to grow old with you. And now we get, but I don't feel old, but now I'm older. I wouldn't mind, so I found somebody I'm comfortable with, but it's just trying to get our shit together.
Which you will get sorted. I believe you will.
Yeah, I really hope so, because it's a dream. Look, nice. I said to Perry many years ago, before his mum passed, I said to him, when your mum dies, call me. Yeah. And wherever I am in the world, I will come. And then about 30 years later, he called me. I was in New York. And he called me and said, my mum's about to die. I said, okay, sweetness. I said, I'm coming in. And I flew in there, and I arrived at the hospital, the same one he's in now, in fact. I arrived there 10 minutes before she passed. So again, it was perfect timing. Yeah,
perfect time. So is he the only child?
No. He's got brothers, 3 brothers, but they're all in a mess. I don't know. See, the parents did a bad job, and one turned out to be a drug addict. He died from an overdose. The other one, Tom, is the third. He's the second oldest. He's just got some mental issues, and then there's Perry with bipolar. So they've all been affected.
Affected somehow.
And it's weird. It's weird because a lot of Perry's friends, because Norway is very got a lot of money, right?
Yeah, I've been there. It's cold.
It's cold. But not in
But
the
you
summer.
like all that nice.
But people see, again, it's only cold in the winter.
So is it really hot in the summer then?
It's just
really?
hot here. It's hot, yeah, it's hot
It's joking, is it?
Yeah, and it's beautiful. See, you should never,
I know,
again,
judge a
you
book
should
by its
never
cover.
let the coldness put you off, because it all depends on your heart. Even when it's cold, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Christmas. When I was walking in the wilderness, I thought myself, you know, it's 26 below. It was cold, but I was wrapped up.
Okay.
And I thought myself, it doesn't get any better than this. I could actually sit there. Oh, it's white everywhere.
Yeah.
And you see all the nature, and you see all the snow. And for me, it's like walking in a Christmas card. So it all depends what's in your heart. But
let me ask you. You know, you said you was there Christmas.
Yeah.
So did you have the whole Christmas dinner and everything, or you?
Well, how could be? How could be
because
a
of
Christmas
the
dinner?
mess and everything.
Well, it's said it's only the microwave. Right, so and the mess, and then he was dribbling, and he didn't even know I was there half the time. So no, we didn't. But what I did do though, I cleared the table. I mean, the table was a mess. I wiped it down and cleaned it. It was all on internet. I'm not sure if that's on there or did I take it off. I'm not sure, but anyway, I wiped the table and I got some bits and pieces out. And I said, "Come on, sweetheart," even though he wasn't. I said, "Come on, let's." And I got something from the machine there. Got something. And we did try to do something. And I showed him the video since, because he didn't even know he was there, because he wasn't there. And so it was for me.
Wow.
But I wanted to do something to acknowledge that. So it was just tough being around someone so beautiful who was so messed up, and watching them kill themselves. Lucky she took one look at him, and said, "Peter, call the ambulance." No, her.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
His neighbour. Her. So she said to me, "Peter, would you like to come in for coffee?" So after the ambulance, I went for coffee. Her English is so-so.
Yeah.
So I started talking to her. And then every afternoon, after I cleaned up, she said, "Peter, come in." She cooked me some nice food. We had a really nice chat. And then one day I lost my credit card, and I had no money because my credit card,
Yeah.
And I was a little bit upset because I changed my ticket. I didn't have any money to buy a new ticket, and I need to get home. My phone wasn't working because I was so disturbed that I forgot the combination.
Yeah.
So I've got nobody I can contact now. I've got no money. I'm in a foreign country trying to look after him. I'm freaking out now. How do I get home? And I told her, and she said, "Peter," she said, "I'm only a pensioner, but I get a good pension, and it would be an honour to buy your ticket home." And I said, "Oh my God!" So they're nice people.
Yeah, they are.
They're nice people.
Yeah.
And then I was on the bus as well, going to visit Perry, and I said, "How much to the driver?" He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to the hospital to see my friend." He said, "Will you be going to the hospital for an appointment or to see someone? It's free." I said, "Really?" I went, "Fine." So kindness again.
Yeah.
And then when I got to the hospital, I was there early in the morning, and in the afternoon, one of the nurses come and said, "Peter, you've been here all day, haven't you?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Would you like some food?" I went, "Really?" Again, kindness. You wouldn't get that here,
No,
Another time, there was ice everywhere. So the day before, I fell over on the ice and banged my head very badly. And I've got a brain tumour. So I banged it, and I was a bit concerned because it was hurting me the whole day. So the next day, I was walking like a penguin because I was very slow. Some young guy just come up to me, didn't ask, grabbed my hand, and walked me across the road. I thought myself, wow. I said, "Thank you very much." That wouldn't happen in England, So I saw more kindness in that week than I have in this country in 50 years.
Can you imagine?
That's why I want to go and live there eventually. That's my Why wouldn't you want to live in a place like that? So I would, in the next 5 or 6 years, my goal is to move there with him.
So that means you're definitely going to marry him then.
Well, it'd be nice, but we don't have to marry. It's not a thing. But the main thing is to look after each other and to care for each other and to be there for each other. So I want to be there for him because he said to me, and what really touched me, he said, because he's been in hospital a few times since he nearly died twice and other things. He said to me, "Peter, one of the worst things is when you've been through that kind of trauma." He said, when you go home and there's nobody there." And I thought for a minute, wow, God, that must be hard. You go through all that, and then you go home and you have to look after yourself, and you've got nobody to confide in. So I said to him, "Sweetheart, you won't have to worry. I'm going to be there for the first month." And he was so happy about that. So that's why I don't want him, after all he's been through, I don't want him to feel like there's nobody there. So I'm going out of my way, and because I had a bit of cash. I was going to I was going to have for a holiday because I needed to go away for a holiday. So me and a friend of mine were trying to book a holiday for a week, and I was going to spend that on going on holiday. But now I'm not going on holiday. I thought holiday or didn't need me more. I thought, you know what, he needs me more. So I will go and look after him and do my best to make him happy.
Bless you. Yeah. So Peter, question time.
Oh my God! All right.
Right. I want to find out 5 of these answers from you, right?
Right, okay.
Okay. What do you think your biggest challenges are? Question 1. So give me an answer. Okay. What do you think your biggest challenges are? What's your first one?
My biggest challenges are, well, so many. I mean, well, getting that book done, because I've been 14 years on that bloody book.
Okay,
so
14?
Yeah, wow. No, because I said it's not easy to write because I have to stop because of the emotions. So the book now and doing the life coaching.
Yeah, that's 2. Okay, 3.
How many have we got? Big 5.
5. Yeah.
Okay, right. So the book.
You know, I like to stretch you.
Yeah, you're stretching me, all right. You know, big time. I've always been stretched, you know. But so the book, the life coaching, trying to be in a happy place, trying to get myself in a happy place.
Okay.
You know, trying to be Perry's best friend with that bipolar, you know, right? To be his best friend.
Yeah.
And trying to get my story out there, just get my story out there more. Touch people. I'm trying to touch people more. Trying to connect with people because I've got something to say.
Okay, that's lovely. Okay. Now, the next one is: has any of these challenges helped you for the greater good?
Okay. Oh,
that's another question.
Any
of what you've just said, has any of them helped you for the greater good? I would say yes because you're helping Perry.
Right. Yeah.
So for my answer of that would be yes because you're helping Perry.
Yeah, I would say they all have because the book has given me an outlet, and as I'm writing it, I'm actually finding out. Oh, they turned off their emotions. Didn't know that. You know, so
something triggers.
So it's making me realise.
Yeah.
You know, if you're writing a book. If you're writing about something that happened, you know, you have to try to figure out why did that happen, and so you're trying to make sense of it. So the book has opened my eyes.
Yeah.
Telling my story has helped me get a trauma coach. So they've all been positive, you know, and
which is good.
Yeah, really positive.
Okay, so now this is kind of the last-ish, but it's a bit meaty.
Okay.
Right. Have you ever had something happen negative which ended up somewhere down the line positive? Anything? And then it turned around to be positive. What was it?
Negative.
Yeah, negative first.
Turned out to be positive.
And then it turned out to be,
well, so to be honest with you, if you say that, I could say that about everything because everything negative leaves something positive, and that is the life lesson from that negativity. So I could say that about it all. I mean, what I've learned, as I say, 10 people wouldn't learn in a lifetime. So to be that knowledgeable and wise, and to be that, you know, aware, it's left lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has this changed your life?
Well, it's changed in just being more aware.
Yeah. And I think growth, for me, seeing you, growth, definitely.
Well, being more aware, being more aware of what kindness does to people, what it means to people, how important it is. It's a superpower. It can break you, make you, it can give you something, you know. So realizing that having empathy for somebody as well, you know, feeling it and understanding it, you know. So it makes me more of a caring person. Yeah. Makes me more a person who's aware, you know, and a more understanding person. So there's many good things that can come through terrible situations as long as you want to learn from it. I mean, I know many people who've been through a lot of stuff. It's been so traumatizing, they shut down. They run from it. Yeah. But I went into it. I said, come on in. I mean, when I thought Perry died the other day, I was just sitting there. And
that must have been scary as well.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't scary. It was just, it was horrible because, you know, the last memory was of him in Christmas in that state. And now to think he starved himself to death and there's no help. So, and then I'm thinking, I thought, yeah, that was horrible, but look at the good times I've had with him. I've had some of the best times.
How long were you together in a relationship with him for?
Oh no, proper relationship, like boyfriends, only a year.
Only a year.
Only a year. Yeah.
And you backpacked with him in that year?
No.
As a friend?
No. We were boyfriends for a year. Then I soon realised, no, not really. That level. But I said to him, because he was heartbroken. When I said that, and this is again, I broke his heart many times. But and then I said to him, but listen. I said, listen, right? I know it's, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't mean that we cannot be friends. I said, I love you. I love you very much. So I'm going to be here for you. You can stay with me. You stay here. You can do your thing, But as a boyfriend, no, I don't think I'm ready for that. You're my first one. So I wanted to see what that was, But I love you. So no. But I still love him now. And I couldn't be boyfriends with him again because of his issues,
Okay.
It'd be too much. No, it'd be too much. It'd be too much for me. But best friend, I can be his best friend. Why not? I've got my other ex, right? We're best friends as well. And he said to me the other day, because I go around, I see him quite a lot, and he said, Peter, I said, yes, sweetheart. Because I called them all sweethearts, because they're all my sweethearts. I said, yes, sweetheart. He said to me, you're my best friend. Wow. I said to him, oh, it's so nice to hear. I said, guess what? I said, you're my best friend as well. So what I give to all my partners, I give them, they have to, once they've been with me, because with these, the one there, who said they're best friends, he said to me the other day, and he's a good looking guy, he's really good looking, he's tall, he's handsome.
Did you get back with him?
No, but once we finish, we finish.
You finished, okay.
No, we don't want to get back. He wouldn't want to get back with me, I want to get back, but we have a connection, and we've had some great times. So he said to me the other day, he said to me, Peter, I said, yes, sweetheart. So, I always make sure. He said to nobody, since me and you have ended a relationship, which is about 10 years ago now, he said, nobody has ever looked at me or touched me in the same way, right? And he's been with quite a lot of people, right? I mean, a lot,
Cough, cough.
So I said to him, sweetheart, how could they? And then we both started laughing. Because, when you come from a place that I've come from, skin hunger and not having any love at all, when you give love, you give it in a different way. You give it in a much more, it's like, it's a passion, it's a lust, it's something craving for. When I touch somebody, I don't touch them like any normal person. I touch them with a lust that was denied to me when I was young. When I'm kissing somebody, I'm kissing them with all the passion that was denied to me. When I'm loving somebody, I'm loving them not only with all my heart, but with everything I can muster within who I am as a human being. I give and I give, but it's not overly give, but it's a gift that I know that they appreciate. And as I'm touching them and kissing them, I can see their eyes are like, I never had this before. Wow, So I said to him, right? When we were in a relationship, I said to him, he didn't realise this because I was his first person he's been with, right? He had a girlfriend before me. So I said to him, right, about being big-headed, I said to him, sweetheart, it doesn't get any better than this. No, I could say that because I know what's out there. He didn't appreciate that, but it's only now he's saying nobody's ever. I said, I told you.
You told him.
I told you so. Because again, I know what I bring to the table. Right? I'm not big-headed, but I know what's out there, so I can compare. So I know the lessons I've learned. Most people haven't learned them lessons because they have not been so profound, to learn them. And because I've had thousands of worse days and I've learned so many lessons, I know when I make love or when I go with somebody, I'm bringing something different. And that's why I know, whoever gets me and I get them, we're both going to be extremely lucky and fortunate because, I tick all the boxes. I'm polite, I'm friendly, I'm fun, I'm passionate, I've got a good ear, I can talk, I can give you advice, I can take advice, I had a friend many years ago. He was staying around my house, and I met him online, in fact, right? And he was staying around my house. He was a gorgeous guy, right? he looked a bit like Superman, Clark Kent.
Oh, the original Superman.
It was beautiful guy anyway. And he wanted to stay with me. I said, no, I don't want to. And then we communicated, and after about 4 months, I thought, you know what, he's charming. I said, okay. I said, come in and stay with. So he stayed with me. Anyway, we had a week of fun. Went to museums out, and you know, really fun. So after the week, I said to him, how was that week with me? I said, tell me the truth. You want her, you know, I just want to know if I'm how I am. He turned around with a big smile and said, Peter, you're perfect. It was great. I said, really? It was that good? He said, it was everything I needed and wanted. I said, come on, there must be something bad about me. You know, because I wanted to hear, you know, and he thought a bit, and he went, no. I said, come on, there must be something. Then he went, I went, what is it? I was curious now. He went, what is it? He said, I think you're a bit overly sensitive. I went, overly sensitive? He went, overly sensitive? You know, so he copied me, so then we both started laughing because I realised the way I said it. I went, overly sensitive? He went, yeah, overly sensitive. So he copied me, and overly sensitive, I'm saying in an overly sensitive way. So we both started laughing. So, you know, because of everything I've been through, when I have a boyfriend, they're extremely happy because I don't have ego. If they want to have the last word, he can have the last word. Yeah, fine. You know, I don't need that. You know, so no, I'm a good catch to have. Yes.
That's good. Yeah. I just wish it was the other way because I would have caught you. I'll tell you that for nothing.
You see. I would have, you know, I wonder, you know. I wonder how my life would have been if I would have been straight. Yeah. See, I've often thought that because one thing I don't have, one thing I've never had in my life, and this is going to sound really weird, but I've never had a girlfriend. Okay. Like a friend.
A friend.
Yeah. Never had a girlfriend. You know, isn't that weird? You know, so in all my life, I've had thousands of friends. I mean thousands. When I mean thousands, I'm very popular, always been that way. But never had a girlfriend.
As a friend.
As a friend, yeah.
But do you still find women attractive though? You have to think.
No, because I think.
Get out.
No, of course I do it because I am gay. You know.
But you can still find.
No, well, let me finish. I like that.
Otherwise, I'll kick you out. Come on.
No, I do. I do, and I can eat. Look, I mean, when I say I'm gay, or when someone says they're straight, most people are not 100%.
Okay.
Most people, all these straight guys. Listen, when I look like I did, right, I had all the straight guys on my case. I went in the gym once. And there was this guy, straight as hell, you know. Yeah. I kind of liked him. We hang out a bit, and he was kind of fun. And he kind of ripped and looked kind of hot. And he's a bit of a chap. His girlfriend, this and that, you know. And then one day I walked into the gym. He said, Peter, come into the changing room. So okay, I went in the changing room, and he pulled down his tracksuit.
And this was a straight guy, didn't he?
He pulled, he had a girlfriend. I said, but this happened many times, not only once. As I say, listen.
Wow, that's interesting.
No, it's not really, because what people don't understand is there's very few people, if they're honest, see, it's honesty, but most people are not. Yeah. Very few people who are 100% either way. There's a spectrum, right? Most people, especially so-called straight people, won't admit it. But
do you think it's because of curiosity? Maybe some of them are curious.
Listen, I don't. No. I think it's. Listen. Yeah. When I went with all the straight guys, when I was in that shape, they said to me, "Your body will turn anybody on. Your body will turn anybody gay." So no, it's you know, it's just what you. But you know, nobody is 100. Very few. There are some, but very few anyway. So I'm gay, but I've been with girls before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Nobody is. It's all nonsense that people. Nobody's either way. Everybody's got some degree if they're honest, but most people are not honest. Yeah, you know. So
and we can't change the world with that, unfortunately.
No, but the thing is, I'm never trying to change the world. That's not my job. My job is to try to educate people, tell them a story, and hopefully they can take something away from that story if they're listening with their heart. Now, if they don't want to listen, that's fine. I'm not their teacher. I'm just telling people my story. Yeah. And if you can take a present home and keep that present and learn from that present, then it's going to be great. But if you don't want to, fine.
Now I'm going to ask you. So when you was with a woman, what made you say it's not for you?
Well, I knew it wasn't for me anyway. But as I say, I wanted to see what spectrum I was on. Okay. You see, I wanted to see if I could be turned on. If you could be. If it was true about everybody's on a spectrum. And so, you know, when I hear something, I want to test it out. Okay. That's when you know someone he's got knowledge or somebody's clever, because you want to test it out, you know. And I've always had an open mind, so I said, yeah, I'm gay, I do like men, but I know I can fancy girls as well. So there was this young girl, she was chasing me all over the place, and she was on my case, and I kind of liked her personality. She was very quirky, you know. And Peter. So yeah, so I came round, I met her mum and her brothers and her family, and then we had food, and then she said, "Can you stay? Can you stay the whole night?" And I went, "Stay the whole night?" I said, "I'm not sure about that." You know what I mean? So I didn't. I went home, and then I saw a week later. Then we had, "Peter, can you stay the whole night?" I said, okay, but I said, behave yourself, though. You know what I mean? I said, behave yourself. So anyway, so I got in bed with her, and, you know, and she was touching me all over the place. I was like, you know,
I felt weird.
It's a woman. I never heard that before, so it felt weird. And I went to sleep. I think I went to sleep, and then in the morning I could see her eyes just staring at me. You know, I woke up and she was staring at me. You know? Oh my God, you know. So this went on for about a week. Every time I woke up, she was staring at me. I thought, is that very creepy? Yeah? Oh my God, what's going on? So then I thought to myself, so now she's really staring again, right? So I'm looking at her, I'm thinking, oh, poor thing, she really wants something.
She wants
you know what I mean? So then I think to myself, right, now, because I'm excited now, because I was excited, right? Well, I was like, all I've got to do is turn around and do the thing. Right, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I just turned around and did the thing. I said, oh, so, and I could do it. I went, yeah, I can do it. I knew I could do it. You know what I mean? So, but then she fell in love with me, and she wanted a bit more seriously, and I didn't want to break her heart, even though I did break her heart in the end because she found out I was gay. Why didn't you tell me you were gay? Because I wasn't sure myself, my love, you know, I was only young at the time, you know. But so everybody's on a spectrum. So anyway, so when I went into the gym, he said to me, "Come into the changing rooms," right? And he was as straight as they come, as I said, walking around, and he pulled down his tracksuit, his bottoms, and he was showing me his legs, but he had no pants on. So he's wobbling his legs as they do in the show, and his thing was going everywhere, and I'm looking at the thing, thinking to myself, you know what I mean? And he was doing that for a while. I look at him and think to myself, huh? He knows I'm, you know, so, but that's his way of it. See, but worked it out. That's his way of saying, if you want it, it's there for you. Of course, what else was it? No, if you're 100% straight, why would you do that?
Why would you, I guess,
You would keep your pants on as well. But he knew what he was doing, so he planned that. When he left his house, he thought, how can I get Peter interested? You know, so that's what I'm saying. That's happened 3 other times like that. No, but, you know, and I was in the club before, and the guy had his girlfriend. One guy had his girlfriend there. He started touching my arse. I thought it was somebody else, and it was him. He went, what? No. Upstairs. He said he told me to go upstairs to the toilet. Imagine. So no, it happens quite often. Wow. And if you go to Thailand, you see a lot of these so-called straight guys with ladyboys. Okay, I've heard of. Yeah, and you see it, but you see it clearly. And the girls, the guys, they're friends of mine, and they tell me, no problem for them, no problem for them. You know, so no, most people are on a spectrum of it. Okay. Most people. So yeah.
That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that now.
Well, it's different, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. If you have an open mind with all things, you'll be learning more things, because, you know, some people have a closed mind. Oh, no, you're born gay. I mean, people are not born gay. It's a choice. I say to them, haven't you heard it before? And I said to them, okay, no, this is what I tried to explain. They said, but it's a choice. I said, it's a choice. Okay, so everything I say, are you choosing right now to be straight? Are you choosing that right now? And that's the way to flip it as well. Say, no, I'm just born. Well, there you go. I'm born gay. Okay. Look. Do you really think, after all I've been through from the care system and everything, do you think I would choose to have more heartache? Do you think I would choose this kind of life? When if I had a girlfriend, it would be a lot more easier. Nobody chooses to be gay. It's the way we are born. It's in our DNA.
And you know what? That's beautiful, because people that are out there and young guys that are out there, to hear that and to be able to explain to others, you've really helped. Well, you know, really have helped.
But it's like all these people. See, the ones who say you are, they're the bigots. They're the ones with closed minds. They've got their agenda already. They can't open their mind to the possibility, because if they did, the whole thing would have collapsed on them. So they've got to keep that belief. to believe in that, but they're the dumb ones who have not got much education, or the ones who don't want to open their minds. But if you sit and really open your mind to all possibilities, aliens up there, whatever, if you sit and just think, are we being told the truth?
Yeah.
Education wise, I mean, look at it education wise. I mean, most of it is lies.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, when you see a picture of him upstairs, he's white. Down there, he was not white.
I know. Yeah.
And there's so much of that.
Controversy.
Well, so much of that has gone on, you know, and they're brainwashing us, they're telling us lies, they're confusing us, but they're doing it on purpose because they're hiding the truth. Now, I don't know what the truth is, but it's not what they're telling us it is. You know, so all I'm saying is, you know, if you're dumb, you will believe everything. But if you've got anything about you, you'll question and be more open-minded. So when someone say, "Nah, he's his choice," I look at them and I know they're dumb. So
and the way you've explained it is even more. You know, the way it's very nice the way you've explained it. You wasn't like you said, I wasn't chosen to. I didn't choose to be straight. So I was born this way, and the way you've just said it like that, it's really Well,
that's what I'm saying. See, but that's education. If you can explain it to anybody in a way that they think, oh yeah. So are you sitting here now and you choosing, you know, to be straight? So are you, you know, because if that's the case, then you can also choose to be gay if you are. But no, you're not. That's who you are. That's in your DNA. You're born that way. It's the same for most gay people. We are born that way, you know. But we know we're going to have a hard time, and we know we're going to not be accepted. So nobody will choose that.
Oh, thank you so much for opening up with that. Honestly, that's made it more clearer for those who don't understand. You know what I mean? So wow.
Well, that's the thing about going through stuff. If you go through stuff, you learn stuff, and when you learn stuff, it's your duty to share it, and that's what you can do. And hopefully, you know, people will pick their ears up and listen, and at least a seed is planted. You know, and from that seed you can grow into a massive oak tree. You know, and it's the same. A piece of coal, a dirty piece of coal, under so much pressure turns into a diamond. A diamond. And here we are. You know. Because of the pressure, and so there's something always good to get out of most things. You know,
you've really grown, honestly, Peter. To God, you have really 100%.
Thank
honestly,
you. That's nice to hear. Because I didn't always see it. See, this is what I said. I had my trauma counsellor last week, and we were talking about stuff, and then you know what I said to her? You know what? I really have changed.
So you could feel it yourself?
Yeah, because and I don't give myself enough credit because I don't look at myself in that way, right? That's not a way I look at myself, because I'm normally quite critical of myself because of what I've been through. So I don't do it. But I said to her, wow, my God, I've really, since I've been with you, 10 months now it's been.
Is it? Wow.
Really, so yeah, I have.
You must put a pat on your back there, because you have definitely grown.
Well, I'm glad you say that.
Even hearing from you like this, and I want to be one of your first patients. Is that how we call it as a coach, life coach? What do you call this word?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. But you know, I'm in work now. You know, I'm working to do it. I mean, it won't happen for another year or so, because there's a lot of work. But I said to my trauma coach, I said, I will not do it until you think I'm ready. You know, because I want her to be. You that. I want her to say, you know, because she said to me, Peter, most of it you already have. You're amazing. Your insight. She said, most of it you already have. I've never met somebody who has it already, right? But there are things you need to polish up on or learn, especially the way you need to speak to people to get the best out of them. You know, so there's certain words you need to use or you don't use, just to not put people in the box, you know, or to not put them in the corner, you know. So I'm learning at the moment the way to ask a question to get the best answer because of the question, but it's the way you do it, you know. So I mean, helping people is something I've always wanted to do, you know, because I never had any help, and if I can just help, you know, people with my pain and tears, it won't be just wasted on me or that adversity. You know, so I'm a giver. Even look, even when it comes to Christmas, Perry. Now, I very rarely get anything from him, right? Now, I don't really mind. You know, I did in the early days. You know, when I was younger.
When you're younger,
but I don't really mind. But I was to make sure he get 3 or 4 nice presents, knowing I'm not going to get anything back. Because it's not, for me, it's not about that.
Yeah.
It's about giving.
Yeah.
I want to give him. If I get something back from him, I'm happy. If I don't, I'm still happy because I know that's not his thing. Not because he doesn't care, but more because he doesn't think. You know, more he's not on that wavelength, you know. Well, because I'm extremely caring, all my friends, I will buy a present, you know, no matter how it is, you know. So I'm a giver, you know, not really a receiver. I don't mind, you know, but I'm getting better at receiving because on TikTok, you know, some people have been very generous in certain ways.
Yes.
And I can receive it with grace now. Where before I'd be more embarrassed. Now I just say thank you. Yeah, because if you're not used to receiving, it's like, oh my God. And it always makes me cry when I do receive because we're not used to it. You know? So
does it bring back a bad memory?
Well, I wish I had, you know, when I was younger, I wish I received Christmas presents. I wish I received birthday presents, you know. I mean, and this and that. So, yeah. It's hurtful. It's very hurtful when you're young and you don't get a present on your birthday. It's very hurtful. I'm extremely hurt. It's sad.
You've gone through a lot, you know.
And you go to school and you hear all the other kids talking about what they got for their birthdays or how their Christmas was. And then you have to sit there and basically just feel invisible because you cannot talk about that. Yeah. You know? And to be in a class where everybody had parents and you don't have any parents, you think, what the hell happened to me? You know? So, yes, we have been through a lot.
Yes, most definitely. But you came out the other end. Even though you're still healing, you still come out the other end. You know what I mean? I lost 11 friends in the care system who committed suicide since leaving the care system. 11 friends. And then there's another 5 or 6 in the mental hospital. And there's another 10, 11 who drunk themselves to death or on medication right now because of what they've been through. So it's lifelong trauma. People think when you leave the care system it finishes. No, it's only just started because you've got to carry that with you. And you've got to try to, you know, when I left care, I didn't know how to read or write, how to pay bills. I had no life skills. There was no help. I'm 18. So you were just left like that?
Well, they put me in a flat with no furniture. And what am I going to do? I knew nothing. Not even relationships. In relationships, I knew nothing at all. So you can't do that. You can't do that. You know, hopefully I would have hoped it would have changed a bit. Yeah. And I think the carers, when you leave, I think there's a bit more for you now.
There should be some sort of package, I think.
I think in some places there is.
Yeah,
I've heard.
some package that sets you off at least, you know.
But you know, I've got an idea in my head, right? What I would love to happen. If I was rich, I mean, extremely rich, I would get 10 children who are going to be in care forever from when they're young. So get them from when they're young, put them all into one children's home, but make sure they've all got a carer each, make sure they've all got mental health. So basically give them everything they need and make sure that they're all staying at home. They're not like, you know, 25 institutions. No. Make sure everybody stays in, so like a family home. So, but give them everything they need. And even though it costs a lot more, in the long run, I think you would save more. Because how you save more is if them kids are brought up mentally okay and stable with love and care and everything they need to grow up to a good human being, when they turn 18, they won't be in jail. They won't be on medication. Yeah. They won't be, you know, harming people or whatever because of the mental state. So you would save so much money on the other side, you know. But you would have 10 children that grow up to be society's helping.
Yeah,
you know?
because they'd be mentally prepared as well.
When you're in care, I'm afraid your mental health goes downhill very quick. It has to, because you're not getting anything.
So all the homes that you were in, you need to say not one family made you feel stable.
It wasn't a family, but no institution made me feel, no, how could they ignore you, they abuse you, there's not one, as I said, not one positive fingerprint touched me in my first 18 years on earth. Not in school, not in the children's homes, not by anybody. And I've read about 50 social workers in that time, about 120 matrons, 24 different institutions, and there's been priests. I had one priest who heard my story. He prayed over me for 2 hours. Nothing great happened there after that, you know. Social workers, and people like that, and school, not one positive, nothing. I can't think of anything. You know, there was no hugs, there was nothing except abuse. You know, one home, I just got there and the abuse started 20 minutes later, and I just got there. You know, if you go to Battersea Dog's Home, you know, when you go into one of them and you see the dog in the corner, he's shivering and shaking,
like that,
Picture that dog, me, shivering and shaking. And that's me, shivering and shaking in the corner when they come to take me to a new home, because I knew most of that home would be worse than the one I come from, and it always was. So there I am in one home. I was about 11, and they come to take me, and I was like that, and there's 3 of them trying to coach me out the corner. I said, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm not going. They said, why not? I said, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. This. And they said, well, you're here, but this is the manager who runs the home. Look at him. He could look after you. He's not going to hurt you. I said, are you sure? Are you sure you can look after me? And after about an hour, I come out the corner. Driving to the home. Beautiful home, though. When the 2 social workers left, 25 minutes later, he was abusing me in the bath. You know? And then when you told them, oh, it didn't happen. Okay.
Plus of racism as well.
Everything. So for a young boy to go through all that, and to come through it and to be here today is a miracle.
Honestly, and I'm so thankful that you came through, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm thankful that you came through. Because honestly, I just even me trying to put my head to it.
You know, as I say, I sometimes wish that, you know, everybody could experience my kind of stuff. But just even... because
just a moment at least, isn't it?
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
That all that pain I had to carry, they could experience. They go insane.
Yeah.
And as I said, I had to find coping mechanisms. So that was the point.
And again, that was on your own as well, you know.
But that from and the gym, of course.
Yeah.
And that's why I look like that, because my physique is different than most people's, because it's a physique born from trauma, terrible trauma. So when I go in the gym, I'm training in a different way. They're training for ego. Yeah, they're training to show off. I'm not training. I'm training to survive. I'm training to live.
At least you found something. You know what I mean? You found that thing.
No, you have to. Yeah,
you know?
You couldn't. I wouldn't be here. It wasn't possible. But I knew that. Okay, my soul told me, you need to find something. Yeah. So I tried to box, and then I had 3 fights. I drawed 1, lost 1, and got stopped in another one. So I didn't win any of them. So I knew I wasn't going to be a boxer. But then I got on a bus going somewhere. I saw a magazine, opened it, and I saw a bodybuilder. So I went, wow. I was about 20. And I turned over and I saw the physique. It was so beautiful, tailored. It was like he was wearing a silk suit, but of muscle. And it was so tailored. I mean, it was a piece of art, a walking piece of art. Black guy from France, a Serge Nobret, and dark, handsome, tall, beautiful silk suit. And you could see the contours of the muscle belly and the fibres and the shape and the symmetry. And this was perfection. I thought, I want to look like that. So he inspired me. And then, about 10 years ago, I was training in one of the gyms. He walked in. And I looked, and now it's older now. He's older. So he walked in, hobbling a little bit, and then he spoke to the manager, went to the back of the gym, got on the bike. So I said to him, is that who I think it is? He went, yeah. So I had to go up to him. So I went upstairs. I said, how you doing? I said, my name's Peter. I said, I've got to say hello because you inspired me. You. And I told him the story about the magazine. And I never thought I'll ever get to meet you. But I want to say to you, thank you very much. And I said to him, can you give me any advice? And he looked at me and said, you don't need any advice. Well done. You know, so I've got to meet the person
nice memory to keep there,
yeah, of course. You know, so I've got to meet one of the best bodybuilders in the world. Yeah. And as I say, at that time, you know, they looked like a walking piece of art. Now they're just huge and humongous. So for me, the beauty's not there. To be a bodybuilder for me is to be symmetrical, is to be proportioned, is to have the muscle belly full, the contours. Is to walk around like a walking piece of art. And most of them these days walk around. And I don't like that. For me, I'm from the old school. We like perfection. My physique, when I had that tiptoe, you could look at me from every angle, and I looked great.
I saw that picture. And I was just like, woo!
And I look great from any angle. Now, If you see them, the arms are too big, or the chest is not as big or proportional, the legs are out of place, or there's something wrong with them because they don't go for perfection, they go for size now. So it's different.
Yeah. Do you think you could teach it? Do you think you could teach?
I've done it. I have done it. I've done it before. But I mean, people always want me to do it, but I don't like doing it because it takes too much energy from me. If I ever have clients, people come up to me all the time and say, "Can you train me? Can you train me?"
Yeah.
And I did a few times, but I didn't enjoy it, and it took too much energy from me because, as I say, anything I do, I have to put energy into it. It's no point. I've got you for that hour. So for that hour, I want you to know you've got my attention. That means I have to be attentive and listen. That means I have to give you my whole attention. That means I need to talk to you from the heart. You know, that's what I do. And that's why, I give and give with energy. So when I've done 1, I'm tired. 2, I'm knackered. 3, I'm exhausted. And then I've got to train afterwards. So I prefer not to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's too much.
I only know, when I deal with people, when I deal with anybody, I only know one way, and that is to give them my attention and energy. I don't know a way of speaking to people like I'm speaking to you now with energy. I'm not just here like, you know?
Yeah.
But I do this with everybody. I speak with passion. Otherwise, for me, it's no point.
So, Peter, we got the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
What is the one thing you'd like to tell the world now that you're on this journey? You know what I mean? Last time was a different journey.
Right.
This is another journey.
Good question.
Before you answer, I'm going to answer. I'm very proud of you. Honestly, from my heart, I'm very proud of you. Come here. I'm very proud of you. Honestly,
Thank you very much.
You've grown so much that even the words are failing because I'm feeling that. You know when you're hungry, but I'm feeling full up. I feel full up with niceness now because I'm really, I know where you've come from. This is beautiful.
Well, you know what? Thank you very much. You actually made my day hearing that as well because, as I say, I don't always appreciate it. But for you to notice that profoundly means a lot. So thank you very much.
I have to keep the tears back. You stay there.
No, but I could see.
Could you see it?
I could see it in your face like this is a different character.
It's a different person.
I could see like. Are you sure?
Sure, that's the same Peter, you know? But brilliant. Honestly.
Well, thank you.
Really happy from my heart.
Thank you. I'm going to tell my trauma counsellor.
I hope so.
Well.
Make sure.
I'm going to tell her. Definitely. She'll be very happy. But what did you say?
So the question was, what's the one thing you could tell someone who's going on a journey, especially where you've come from and to where you're at now? We're not saying that you're healed yet, but you're going through your healing. But you've come to a point of healing. What would you tell that person? Or how would you tell them?
Any person, young or old, any person going through any kind of adversity, I would say it's not pleasant, as we know, and it can be extremely exhausting and hurtful. But you have to walk slowly through it, because if you run, you're going to miss the lesson. And it's so important that you learn from that lesson, because it will give you more of you and open up more parts of you, and you'll understand more about you and the journey you're on. So as much as it's going to be horrible, especially profound adversity, it's really a horrible, stinky thing to go through. But I'm afraid it's part of life. Death is part of life. Love and living and tears and ups and downs, the morning, the night, the evening, the afternoon, it's life, it's living. So if you're going to be human, and if you to be human, it's loving and suffering. So all I can say is go through it and learn.
If you're going to be human, I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so anybody who's heard this, let me know on TikTok as well.
If you've been shout listening. Out your tell.
TikTok, Peter Woods. Look for Peter Woods on TikTok. You find me. And if you want my podcast, James English Podcast, 18 Years in Care. And if you want the newest podcast, it's YouTube, Life is Sound, with Peter Woods, Life of Diversity, I think. And if there's anybody who can help me with my book, or
please reach out.
Please reach out. Because I need some help.
Please.
And I want to do some motivational speaking. So if there's a school or anybody who would love to have me, let me know, because I'm writing a speech now. And basically, you know, anybody who can come with some love and any kind of support, let me know, because we need it at the moment, you know. And if there's anybody, because I'd really like to go on a holiday, right? So if there's anybody who's got like a let in Scotland or anywhere who's not going to use it over the summer for a week or any time now, and I haven't got much cash, but please let me know, because I could do with I could do with a walk in the wildness.
Yeah,
you know, especially
need like a de-stress sort of.
Yeah, and with me, I know nature's heals me.
Yeah,
that's why I go to That's why I go to Thailand and Norway a lot. So yeah, I'm looking for a cheap holiday somewhere. So anywhere, but somewhere I can walk and be with the nature. Please let me know.
Okay. And I want that last phrase you just said. If you're going to be human, is loving and. What's the other thing you said with that? Loving.
I said it naturally, so you have to go back.
Oh God! Okay,
yeah, you have to go back.
Fine, all right then.
You know? all these things come out naturally. I don't plan them, because when you speak, I find that works, because I can say profound things when I, you know. But a lot of people say, "What did you say? What did you say?" I said, well, I forgot myself.
Peter, thank you so much. The show is done. Done, darling.